Hello everyone, today I'll be talking to you all about reused assets that are used in pretty much every single car in GTA Online. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first reused asset I'll be talking about is probably the most reused asset, and that is the interior. Pretty much every car does not have a unique interior except for a couple. Most cars share interiors, and for example, I have this LG RHA here. This is a base car from 2014 that was part of the next gen update. Next gen players got it for free. Take a look at the interior. This has a Coke bottle or a generic looking soda with a cup holder that the other ones don't. So let's look at some other ones that were released in a similar time period. This here is the Banshee, which was base kit in 2013 as part of story mode and then ported into online. As you can see here, same exact interior. Now I will say reusing interiors has definitely become less common, but it still is present in the game, unfortunately, and you can't do anything about it. People don't usually go in first person anyway, so what's the point really? The next reused asset I'll be talking about is spoilers. Now spoilers are probably one of the most reused assets as well, because this is just absolutely ridiculous. This same spoiler is on many different cars and they keep on adding it to newer cars, so I definitely think this is something that we will not see the end of. Rockstar will keep on doing it. I'm not sure why, because spoilers, from what I understand, are not that hard to make. Literally all they do is they just make them as a model and then port them into the game and attach them to any car. So yeah, kind of weird, but unfortunately if Rockstar can reuse something, they will reuse something. I think that's a pretty good motto to live by in GTA Online. But on a car like the Tyrant, which costs like $2.7 million, I would expect some unique spoilers, which it does have, but I wish it just had more and not some reused spoilers from 2013. But that's it for spoilers. Unfortunately, they're in the game. It is what it is. Once again, can't do anything about it. The next reused asset, which I'm probably most sad about, is exhaust noise. There are so much different types of cars and cars that have different engines in GTA Online that could have unique exhaust notes, but they just don't, unfortunately. Like, imagine if adding a turbo changed your exhaust note. It'd be pretty cool. And it somewhat does, but it doesn't really change the exhaust note. It sort of just changes the backfire that comes out of the exhaust and doesn't really change how the actual engine sounds, which is unfortunate because, like I said earlier, there are cars with W12s, V12s, V8s, V6s that could all have unique exhaust notes, and even if they reuse the same V12 exhaust note on all V12 cars, I'd be fine with that. But for the most part, you can find pretty much any exhaust note on any car. It doesn't really matter what it is or what engine it has, which is pretty unfortunate. And yeah, Forza just does things like this way better. Rockstar could definitely take a page or two out of their book and copy it into GTA Online. Next up, unfortunately, a lot of car guys will also agree with me, engines. Engines are reused left and right in GTA Online. It's actually funny. Pretty much every tuner's car in GTA Online has this engine, this exact engine. In this LG Retro Custom, the Jester RR has it, the Calco has it. Pretty much any sort of JDM car or tuner's car has this engine. And I understand that that's kind of the theme they're going with here, like all JDM cars have this engine, but it'd be cool to have a unique engine here and there. And I don't think, like I said with the spoilers, this would be all that hard to sort of make. Unlike the spoilers, this would not work by putting the same engine on all JDM cars, putting the same engine on all supercars. They would have to still do unique engines for every single car. But I think the player base, especially nowadays, which is mainly car enthusiasts, would really appreciate it. I know I certainly would, because they'd just be so cool. I will say they do have some customization on these engines, but they're not different engines. You just change the valve covers and that's it. Definitely unfortunate, and once again, something Forza does better. But that is it, everyone. Hopefully you all enjoyed these reused assets in GTA Online. Hopefully Rockstar will stop using some of them as a result of this video, but realistically, probably not. Hopefully you all enjoyed once again. See you all later. Have a good day, /morning, /evening, /noon.